Okie dokie, what we're going to need first is 5 or 6 medium-sized potatoes that we've peeled, washed, and we're just going to cube these and we're going to put them into some boiling water. Now make sure our boiling water is salted, like you should do with nearly all boiling water, and we're just going to cook these until your potatoes are tender and that they're ready to be mashed later on. We can check if our potatoes are ready by inserting a knife into a potato. If there's very little resistance, that means our potatoes are ready, so we can drain them in a colander and then put our potatoes back into our pot with a little bit of butter, around 1 tablespoon of butter. Don't add any other liquid. We're just going to get our masher here and then just go hard mashing our potatoes until you get a nice smooth consistency. Nobody likes lumpy potatoes. Okay, so once we've done this, we can put this aside and let it cool. It's quite important that it is cool before we put in our fish and our other ingredients. So set aside to cool, and once it's cool we can move on. Now into a large bowl we're going to stick our mashed potatoes and now our fish. It's really up to you what type of fish you want to use. You can get filleted fish and then cook it previously and then put it in. I've chosen the cheaper way and I've just got a large 450 gram can of smoked tuna. It's a smoked tuna fillet. So I'm just going to grab this out and I'm just going to flake it out into our potatoes. You can do this, like I said, with any other fish that you like. Just try to ensure that the fish that you choose is not too delicate and that it will not completely dissolve in your potatoes when we give it a stir around. To this fish and potatoes we're going to stick in one really large handful of parsley that we've just finely chopped up. You can stick in other herbs if you like. I have used mint before and it comes out fantastic. I'm using parsley today. So after our parsley we're going to grate the zest of 1 lemon into our mixture and we're just going to give it a stir around, just making sure everything's incorporated and our fish is equally distributed through our potatoes. Now at this point we can stick in our flour. Now this will just really bring everything together and it'll prevent the fish cake itself from falling apart when you cook it. So I've chosen to put in around 3 tablespoons of flour. Depending on the moisture in your potatoes you might need to stick in a little bit more. You want your mixture to be quite firm and able to be shaped quite easily. As with any cooking, you should always taste along the way, so grab a little bit of a spoonful of this, taste it. You might need to add a little bit more salt and you'll want to stick in some cracked pepper also. So like I said, always season to your own personal taste. So this is our mixture that we've got. Now all we're going to do now is lightly toss these in a breadcrumb mixture. So what we're going to do is get 1 egg and we're just going to beat 1 egg for our egg wash with a little bit of water until we've got something to dip our cakes into. So we've got our little conveyor belt here. We're going to go fish cake mixture, shape it into a nice cake like I have here, roughly around 1 inch thick, or a little bit thin if you like, or thicker. And we're going to stick them into our egg mixture, make sure they're coated, and then we're just going to put them into our breadcrumbs here on our plate and toss them around until it's completely covered in breadcrumbs. Now that's 1 fish cake done. All we're going to do is use the rest of the mixture in the same way. I made around 12 fish cakes, so these are now ready to be cooked in our fry pan. Cooking time. I've just got a large pan here. We're just going to stick this on a medium to high heat, make sure it's very hot, and we're just going to shallow fry our fish cakes. So stick in a little bit of oil across the bottom so it covers the entire base of the pan, and then just stick our fish cakes in that we've made before. They shouldn't take very long to cook, most probably around 3 to 4 minutes each side. Check them by flipping them over and they should be this lovely golden colour like we have here. Do it to the other side and then that's your fish cake done and dusted. Take these off the pan and then put these on a paper towel just to soak up any excess oil left over, and then we can serve them, like I said, with a side of salad, or they make a fantastic sort of lunch or a snack if you've got leftover mashed potatoes from the night before. So there you guys have it. It's really quick and it's very simple. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and like I said, feel free to comment and make sure you share this recipe with your friends. Cheers!